Welcome back. In this video, I'll talk about adding a custom Webpack configuration in your Angular project, and this will empower developers to manage their application bundle more efficiently. So let's get started. Let me first install a brand new Angular application. Angular application is created successfully now. Let's make sure it's up and running. The first step to add custom Webpack configuration is to install npm package called custom-webpack. I will put the link to this package on the description below. The next step after we install this package is to go on the angular.json file and then look under architect object. We have few properties such as build, serve, test, and so on. But we are going to focus on these two things. Build configuration will be applied when we run ng build command. Likewise, serve configuration will be applied when we run ng serve command. So we are going to add a couple of configuration on each of these properties. Let me start adding first on the build property, and then we can continue on the other one. We are going to replace the value of builder with a new one. If you look closely here, we now have custom-webpack. And we also need to add one more configuration under options object. So let's add at the very end. And this new configuration is called custom-webpack-config. And this config basically helps us to define the path of the custom-webpack-config. And let's try to add custom-webpack.config.js file. Let me try to add some config on this file. Let me add a plugin called define plugin just to demo that this configuration is working as expected. So on this file, I'm requiring the Webpack package, and if you notice on the plugins array, with the help of this plugin, I'm trying to share prod value across the Angular application. Let me save this. So now to test whether this is actually working or not, let's try to access this variable on one of the components. I'm going over to the app.component.ts file and try to use the variable that we have defined on the custom Webpack config file. Let me add the constructor. Let me add a new property. On the constructor, I'll be setting the value of this property to the same value that we defined here. Let me try to copy this one. But of course, we'll see some error because this is not defined anywhere. So to solve this problem, we can declare this variable at the very top. Looks like there is some issue here. Let's try to see what's going on. So it's complaining that feature flag is not defined. It's because if we look on the angular.json file, we just added some configuration under the build property. But we are running ng-serve command at the moment. So we also need to change the configuration on the builder property of serve object. Let me change this value. Now we have custom Webpack dev server. And all of these values are predefined on the library that we just installed. Let me start the server. Keep in mind, when I do npm run start, it will apply the configuration of serve. And now we are not getting any error here. Let me try to put a log just to make sure we are getting that value. We can see the value as prod. So this means with the help of custom Webpack configuration, we are able to define a global variable which is defined right here. And we can define this value also from the process.env global variable, which is injected by the node at the runtime. Let's try to make sure that this is also working when we run ng build command. Let's go and check under dist folder. Our bundle is main. Let's try to search for text prod. And we can see here that the value of this.feature flag is prod. So this is also working as expected. So the main advantage of adding custom Webpack configuration to your Angular project is that you can now add many plugins as per your requirement in your project. For example, I just demoed the uses of one plugin, which is called define plugin, but there are tons of useful plugins that you can use in your project. Some of my favorites are moment-locales-plugin and moment-timezone-data-plugin. Let me show that quickly as well. I just added 2 plugins here. Both of these plugins will help to minimize the bundle size of your application. I'm not going to demo all of these in this video, but if you want to learn more on how to reduce the bundle size of your application, the link is on the description below. I have used both of these plugins and then demonstrate that we can reduce the size of our bundle a lot. That's pretty much it. I hope this video helps. If you enjoy watching my video, please share and subscribe to my channel. It will help a lot to grow my channel. Thank you very much and see you on the next video. Bye bye.